Hi everybody, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. Today we are talking about the loss of a loved one and how this plays a big role in your life and some of the things that you can do to help you cope with losing a loved one or having to put them in a facility. This is something that nobody wants to happen to anybody, but it does happen. So it's trying to be a little bit prepared and trying to cope with as much as you can. So the first thing we're going to talk about is when it comes that time when you have to put one of you in a facility, in a um, care home, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Um, it's very hard to do. We all know that. There will come a time you will have no choice. There will come a time when you cannot take care of them yourself anymore. That time will come, and you have to be kind of prepared for it. If you start seeing the signs of like Alzheimer's, you start seeing the time of dementia, you start seeing these signs, and you go to the doctors, and you're trying to do everything you can to postpone it. There will come a time when there is no choice. You have to, because you can't take care of them. You yourself are getting up in age, and there's no way that you can keep taking care of them anymore. One thing is to have a good group of close friends or family members that can help you, because it will be a task maintaining your home when they're not there anymore. And you need to have some kind of external support from other people that can help. You need to reach out to Social Security to see what kind of help that they offer. If you have some close friends that can help, that would be awesome, because you will also notice that if you're still cooking, that you are now having more food left over, that's fine. You just can freeze it. You know, if you're so used to making more than for two people. When you say two people, it usually doesn't mean that they get seconds. So when you're used to cooking like I am, where I make enough to have leftovers the next day or the next night. So when you're making that amount and it's now just one person, don't worry, you can freeze the other amount and just stick it in your freezer. Taking care of external things like the lawn, if you had a garden going, whether it's a flower bed or whether it's fruits and vegetables, the outside, taking care of the lawn stuff outside. For us females and even for the men, that's going to be a task when you're doing everything now just by yourself. So I'm not going to say hire somebody to do it, because right now your income is also reduced, because yes, you put them in their facility, and the facility should be taken care of from Social Security, but guess what? A lot of times they take it all. So be prepared on that also. It is very expensive, and they tend to try to drain every penny that you have saved. And I mean, I've worked at a facility, and that's what they did. They left the person with like $75, $125 a month to buy their personal products, their clothes, their shaving stuff, other external things that they needed that the facility did not provide. They drain your savings. They drain everything. So the only thing that you do have left is your Social Security money. So I'm not saying hire somebody, because you may not have that money to do that. That's where having somebody who can help because you don't want your outside exterior to go to seed either, because that's going to make you more depressed, and it's going to bring your mental health is going to be affected. So try as much as you can to have some help from your outside, maybe like your best friend, or you have family members that may be close who can, like, maybe once a month, just have like a family dinner at your place, and just have it so that somebody in the family can, like, mow the lawn. If you had a garden, if you can still take care of the garden, that's great. If you can't, let it go. Don't stress about it. Let it go, because you are dealing with so much right now that doing the garden and worrying about the garden might be too much, and it's okay. It's okay to let it go. There is other things, is still talk about your spouse. Visit them as much as you can in the facility. It's very important. It's important for them. Even if they get to the point where they don't remember you, still going. This is the hardest thing to do when somebody you've been married to for 40 years or 50 years or 60 years doesn't remember who you are anymore. It's very painful, but remember, it's not them. Remember, it's the disease. This is a part of the disease. It's not him. It's not him choosing. It's part of the disease. This is something that will be very hard to remember every time, that is part of the disease, and it hurts. It really hurts. Sorry. This has not happened to me, but just thinking of what you might be going through is making me tear up. So, just remember, it's the disease, not you. It's not him. It's the hardest thing to go through. And I do sympathize with everyone who has to go through this. I have seen it in nursing homes. Saddest thing was, the people come to visit, and the person doesn't remember them, and how devastated they feel. And it's just remembering, it's the disease. It's not you, it's the disease. You should someplace have a sign up in your house to remind you, and just have the sign say, it's not him, it's the disease. It's not you, it's the disease. So you can keep remembering that it is the disease. And also remember, I talked about this a little earlier. You need to start recording things of you two together, of you two talking, of you two laughing, of you two sharing memories together. So crucial. And this is why I say that, to do that, because of the fact that this might happen to you. If you have this recorded of you guys talking about, looking at your old scrapbook, just having a field day, just laughing and talking about pictures in the photograph, in that photo album. This is stuff, to have it on video can help you, and help you remember that he knew who you were, because we tend to forget those things when we're facing this new obstacle in our lives. Sometimes we forget that, no, he did remember, he did know, or she did remember, she did know. And you can hear you guys having this great conversation. Tape those things, video those things. You have a phone, please do it. Don't let the time go by, because you never know when it's going to strike. And if the person is showing symptoms and signs, oh, you jump on that right now, because you don't know how long it's actually going to take before they get to that point where they won't remember those pictures in that photo album. I don't want to sound like a doomsday person. I just want you to not regret. I want you not to have the regrets of not doing this and not hearing this conversation from them ever again. Do it now. Little things. Record some. And here's the thing: is that we have these phones, we have this technology, but we forget to use it. So maybe put up a sign. Also, maybe I will make up a wall art, piece of wall art with this information on it. I do have an Etsy store that, I'm trying to make retirement money here, so I do have an Etsy store. So maybe I'll do that and make up a sign that a picture that says those phrases on it, so that you can have it and hang it up and say, about the video recording and about reminding yourself that it's not you, it's him, it's the disease. It's not him, it's the disease. So that's a great inspiration. I thank you guys for that inspiration there. Again, I'm sorry for the doom and gloom. I didn't want to be doom and gloomy today. I'm just trying to help people be prepared for something that can happen. And to a lot of people, it does happen every year. So, remember to subscribe, like, and share this to help me get monetized and help me to be able to retire, because I deserve to retire too, but right now I can't do it on just 50, I think it's $1,500. If I was to retire today, I'd only get $1,500 a month or $1,300, one of the two. It's a very low amount, would not pay for everything, and I would not be able to move out of this apartment that I'm in and get a house. So that's why I'm still working, and why I'm still, trying to get YouTube going. So thank everybody again for being with me today, and I hope that I've been able to reach out and touch a couple of people, and like, share, subscribe. Thank you everybody so much. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.